Have you ever walked into your own backyard and felt like there just wasn't enough space? Not enough room to relax. Not enough room for family gatherings. Not even enough room to imagine something better. Yet a few houses away, another backyard with almost the same size somehow feels completely different. It feels open, comfortable, inviting. So what changed? It probably wasn't the property size. And it probably wasn't a bigger budget. The difference usually begins with something far less obvious. The way your backyard guides your eyes from the very first step. Professional designers often create the feeling of space through layout, sightlines, and visual organization rather than by increasing the physical size of the yard. Most homeowners think a small backyard has only one solution: a larger yard. But that's rarely what makes the biggest difference. Some of the most enjoyable suburban backyards are no larger than the average home lot. What makes them feel different is that every path has a purpose. Every view leads somewhere. Every corner feels intentional. Great design doesn't fight against a small space. It works with it. And once you understand how designers think, you'll stop looking at square footage and start looking at possibilities. Breaking a small yard into purposeful zones, creating curved movement, and establishing focal points are well-known design techniques that help compact outdoor spaces feel larger and more engaging. In this video, you'll discover why small backyards often feel smaller than they really are. We'll explore the hidden design mistakes that quietly reduce the feeling of space, and the simple principles professional designers use to make compact outdoor areas feel larger, more comfortable, and more enjoyable. Because creating a better backyard doesn't always begin with spending more money. Sometimes, it begins by seeing the space differently. When homeowners see an empty corner, the first instinct is usually the same. Add another planter, another chair, another flower bed, another decoration. It feels productive. It feels like an improvement. But every new object asks your eyes to stop, to look, and to process something else. Eventually, your backyard stops feeling open. Not because it's too small, but because your eyes never get a chance to breathe. Professional designers don't see empty space as wasted space. They see it as part of the experience. Many small gardens feel cramped because every area is treated as a place to add something, while successful designs intentionally leave visual breathing room. Here's something many people never consider. Professional designers rarely see a backyard as one large area. Instead, they divide it into experiences. A place to enjoy morning coffee, a quiet seating corner, a small dining space, a pathway that connects them together. Nothing feels crowded, because every part has a clear purpose. Even a compact backyard can feel surprisingly spacious when it stops trying to do everything in one place. Creating outdoor rooms and purposeful zones is one of the most effective ways to make a small backyard feel larger and easier to enjoy. The most inviting backyards have one thing in common. They quietly encourage you to keep looking. A pathway curves gently around a planting bed. A small tree becomes the next destination. A pergola appears just beyond the corner. Your eyes keep moving, and as they move, the backyard feels larger than it really is. The goal isn't to show everything at once. It's to create curiosity. Because when your eyes discover a space little by little, your mind believes there's more to explore. Curved paths, focal points, and layered views are commonly used to extend visual depth and encourage exploration in compact gardens. When professional designers visit a backyard, they rarely ask, "What plants should we buy?" Instead, they ask a different question. What do people see first? Because every backyard begins with a view. The moment someone opens the back door, their eyes immediately search for direction. If that first view ends at a fence, the space feels shorter. If it leads toward a focal point beyond the patio, the yard instantly feels deeper. Good design doesn't begin with plants. It begins with what your eyes experience first. Strong sightlines that extend from the house toward a focal point are one of the simplest ways to make compact backyards feel larger. Here's another difference between homeowners and designers. Many homeowners choose plants first, then try to fit everything around them. Designers do the opposite. They create the layout before choosing a single plant. Where will people sit? Where will they walk? Where will children play? Where should guests gather? Only after those questions are answered, do the plants become part of the design. The garden supports the space. The space doesn't adapt to the garden. Landscape designers consistently recommend establishing the layout first, then using planting to define and soften each outdoor room. Many small backyards try to impress with everything. Several flower beds, different paving materials, multiple ornaments, large furniture. The result? Nothing stands out. Professional designers often choose just one destination: a specimen tree, a pergola, a water feature, or a comfortable seating area. Everything else quietly supports that single moment. Because when your eyes know where to go, the entire backyard feels calmer, larger, and far more memorable. A clear focal point, consistent materials, and restrained repetition help the eye move naturally through a small backyard instead of stopping at every object. Most backyard transformations don't begin with buying something new. They begin by removing what no longer helps. An oversized table, too many planters, furniture that blocks movement, decorations that compete for attention. Professional designers edit a space before they improve it. They ask one simple question: does this make the backyard feel better, or just busier? Small backyards benefit from careful editing because every object influences how the entire space is experienced. One of the most common mistakes in small backyards is filling the middle of the yard. A planter in the center, furniture in every direction, decorations that interrupt movement. Designers usually do the opposite. They place planting around the edges. They keep the center open. This creates a longer line of sight, more usable space, and a backyard that feels surprisingly generous. Keeping the center open while using layered perimeter planting is one of the most reliable ways to make compact gardens feel larger and more functional. The best backyard isn't the one with the most features. It's the one you actually use. Maybe that's a small coffee corner, a simple dining space, a bench beneath a tree, or a raised bed where fresh herbs grow beside flowering plants. Every backyard should support everyday life, not just look beautiful in photographs. When beauty and function work together, even the smallest backyard becomes one of the most valuable parts of the home. Today's design trends increasingly combine outdoor living with edible planting, flexible seating, and low-maintenance layouts that reflect how homeowners actually use their outdoor spaces. At the beginning of this video, we asked a simple question: why does your backyard feel smaller than it really is? By now, you probably know the answer. It isn't just about square footage. It's about what your eyes experience. A backyard doesn't feel larger because you remove every plant. It feels larger when every element has a purpose, when movement feels natural, when views extend beyond the patio, when each outdoor space supports the way you actually live. That's the difference between decorating a backyard and designing one. The most successful residential landscapes are planned around daily living, clear organization, and purposeful outdoor spaces, not simply around adding more features. If today's video changed the way you see your backyard, then you've already started thinking like a designer. Here at Maha Home Gardens, we'll explore the real problems homeowners face and the design principles that solve them. Not expensive renovations, not complicated projects, just practical ideas that make everyday outdoor living better. In our next episode, we'll answer another question almost every homeowner has asked at some point. Why nobody uses their backyard? Because sometimes, the problem isn't the space. It's how the space makes people feel. I'll see you in the next backyard.